baby, what I couldn't do.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially going into the week of our World War II project. Now, what's cool about this is that you have a number of options that you can choose to do. Let's look at the expectations for this project at a glance before we get into which options you could choose from. You are going to choose one World War II project to complete, and although each project might look a little different, they all follow the same format and requirements. So the first step is you choose a project. Number 2, you research the topic. Number 3, you create the project. And number 4, you're going to share your project with me. You're going to create a type of presentation of the project that you created. Okay, now how the grading will work is I'm looking at content, I'm looking at the quality, the accuracy, the quantity. I'm also looking for a shared presentation. In many of the choices, you are recording yourself, whether that be you on video or you're recording your voice. Okay, so there needs to be a type of presentation where your project is clearly explained and recorded. Works cited. As you research, you are collecting your sources. They need to be credible sources. You could also use your notes and your past assignments from the last few weeks from social studies. And then lastly, I'm looking at effort. I can grade effort based on the quality of construction, how well you put something together. Are you spacing your project out right? Am I able to read it? And then it's that overall, it's that attention to detail is what I'm looking for.
The first option you have is the classic essay. It's MLA formatted. It's going to be a 2-page essay, 2 pages of content, and then the third page would be your works cited page that has your credible sources listed in MLA format. On this one, you would get to choose your topic, and you would need to get my teacher approval for that topic. Your second option is a World War II radio broadcast. Essentially, you would be choosing one major battle during World War II. I have several listed here on this PowerPoint. You're choosing one and you are researching it, the whole details of it, the whole dramatic flow of that one battle. And you would be creating an engaging radio news segment like the Americans would have heard during the 1940s. It would include sound effects and old-time accents, and of course you would have to record yourself. I have an example here.
Yes, I did.
This is one of my students from the past who did this project a while ago. Listen as he talks in his old accent.
America and its allies have landed all across Normandy and are invading France. That's right, the Americans are securing Europe for the good of all. Omaha Beach and Utah Beach have been conquered in the name of freedom. Our allies also did a fine job. 5 beaches in total have been secured, and France is sure to be freed from the Nazis' oppressive grip. Hitler better watch out or he'll end up a crying mess because of how hard America will whoop him.
So you'll see that my old student Garrett, he really took off with this project and had a lot of fun with it. And that would be my hope for you, is to take this one battle, to learn the ins and outs of it, and put together a fun, creative news segment. In this option, you are creating a cooking show. Now, the research would be on rationing during World War II, but you would be recording yourself preparing one popular recipe from that World War II era. Essentially, it is a how-to video. So you are teaching your viewers how to prepare this one old-time recipe that was popular. Through that cooking show, you would be explaining the ins and outs of rationing during World War II. So, what was the purpose of rationing? How and what did people ration? And then maybe some fun facts to go along with it. For this one's a diorama, which is a three-dimensional type of model. Now, some of you might have resources for this, which is awesome. This is an option for you, and others might be limited on resources. No big deal. There's other options to choose from. You're choosing one key event from World War II, and you're creating a scene of that moment during World War II. And then you are summarizing your scene for the viewers. You can type this up, and when you present, you will record yourself talking and explaining about the scene that you chose to do. You're explaining that scene in history, the significance of it, what led to it, what's included in it. You're basically giving a tour of your scene while explaining the historical background or historical significance of that scene. In this option, you are creating a World War II journal. You're taking on the persona of a World War II soldier, and you are going to be reflecting on three events during World War II that your soldier would have experienced. Now you're making up this soldier. You're creating this soldier from scratch. So essentially, this is a creative writing project in which you would give thorough emotional reflections of these three major events that you would choose. And through that emotional reflection, you're also including a summary of what that key event was about. The date, who was involved, what happened, the significance, the impact, the outcome. So there you have it. Those are your options. Today, you need to read through the worksheet that gives you a more detailed explanation of the requirements for each of the projects. You need to keep in mind your time management. These projects have been watered down significantly so that this project can fit within a week's time. Be sure to access the directions for this project on Google Classroom. And if you have any questions,
I have
you
no
know
idea
where
what
to
President
find me.
Roosevelt will do, but I predict war is our only option, as well it should. American blood will not be spilled without retribution. Hold your children tight tonight, and God bless America.